Talks. I'm your host, JT, and I'm going to give you my top 5 players the Dallas Cowboys need to trade for. Now, my first player, or 2 players, is Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, edge Miami Dolphins. Now, the need is the Cowboys' pass rush has been infected this season. They've been inconsistent all games, and they have not been able to get to the QB. If they could make a trade for Bradley Chubb or Jalen Phillips, that could maybe boost up the pass rush. Now, Bradley Chubb is a former Pro Bowler, and he's coming off 11 sack season in 2023. He's been hurt most of 2024, but in 2025 season, he's been playing good for the first half of it. Now, Jalen Phillips, he's just 26 years old, and Jalen Phillips has been more than long-term potential. He has more long-term potential. And he also could come at a more affordable price than Chubb. So that means they could trade less for Jalen Phillips than Bradley Chubb, which will be very good for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, my second player they could trade for is Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle, Tennessee Titans. Now, Jeffrey Simmons, he's been a consistent player on the Tennessee Titans, which the Tennessee Titans been an inconsistent team who have not been able to win games when it mattered the most. So they should send out some of the good players to contending teams so they can do the players right. Now, the Cowboys, they also need some help up front, too, with the defensive tackle position, because it has been a clear weakness for the Dallas Cowboys. The whole defense has been. And trading for Jeffrey Simmons would boost their defense a lot. Now, my third player they could trade for is Trey Henderson, DE Cincinnati Bengals. Trey Henderson has been one of the most consistent players in the NFL right now. He's been playing so good that I think it was like 5 teams traded for him so far, asked to trade for him so far. Now, if the Dallas Cowboys could get their hands on Trey Henderson, that is just like the Philadelphia Eagles getting their hands on Saquon Barkley. That would be a major boost to the Dallas Cowboys and their defense, and it might even put them in Super Bowl contention. Now, Trey Henderson on the Cincinnati Bengals have not been a good team so far. They have not been consistent. Sometimes one week they'll be good, then another week they wouldn't. And I think it's mostly because Joe Burrow's out. If they had Joe Burrow, they look like how they expected to look at the beginning of the year. So if Trey Henderson could come to the Dallas Cowboys, he could help elevate everybody. He could help elevate Kenny Clark, Izaranka. He could help elevate the rookies and Illa. He could become a captain on the team too, and that'll certainly help the coaching staff and take more pressure off of them. Now, number 4 is Demario Davis, linebacker, New Orleans Saints. Now, Demario Davis is a 36-year-old player, and he's a 2-time Pro Bowler. And he's also on a bad team right now, the New Orleans Saints. And his acquisitions would cost very low. The Dallas Cowboys will only probably need to trade for him like a 4th-round pick or a 5th-round pick or maybe a 3rd-round pick. That's in a player, maybe a player for the New Orleans Saints. Now, Demario Davis, he is a top-tier linebacker right now in the NFL. He's playing very good right now. If he could get on the Dallas Cowboys with Kenneth Murray Jr. and help out Kenneth Murray Jr. on the linebacker side, that would be a major boost for the Dallas Cowboys and might put them in contention in the playoff picture. Number 5 is Jerome Ford, running back, Cleveland Browns. Now, the running back has lost some of the depth in the depth chart since Miles Sanders came out for the season. He needs surgery on his leg, and now they only have Jaden Blue and Javonte Williams and Phil Maffa in that running back room. And that's 2 rookies, by the way. Jaden Blue and Phil Maffa is 2 rookies. And Javonte Williams, he's been in the league for, I think, at least 3 years or 2. Now, Jerome Ford, if he can come to the Dallas Cowboys, it will add depth and more veteran presence to the running back room, which would help elevate the rookies, and it could teach them a few things, or it could help, or it could take pressure off the rookies, because Jaden Blue right now, he has more pressure on him, because he has to play, because he's not running back too, so he has to play now. So if they could put Jerome Ford back in this game, they trade for him, they could have Javonte Williams as a starter, and then they can maybe sub in Jaden Blue sometimes, but as a running back too, they can have Jerome Ford in there. A veteran presence will help the running back room. Now, that's all for today's video, and thanks for watching. See you next time.